Okay, we're live. Hello. Welcome to another stream of consciousness. Just for a little bit of context, first of all, my name is Mariah, and this is my channel, Kaladar Creations. And yeah, so Stream of Consciousness is a series that I started where I'm just chatting. I'm just kind of free flowing my thoughts, hence the name Stream of Consciousness. And it's just kind of like raw. It's raw, not just kind of, it is raw, unedited, like all the things, like just right there. I was like, kind of like, I felt like I stuttered on my words. Maybe I would have cut that shit out had I been filming another video and tried to make it a little concise, but nope. This one, we're not cutting anything out, baby. We're just like making this shit long, all right? Like this, the intention here is not to make it quick, bro. This is long form content. This is training you to maintain your focus amongst all of the quick reels. That actually isn't the intention of this. The intention of this is see, I feel kind of like this is real. I feel a little shy. Like I just okay. This is the vulnerable part of the stream of consciousness. Is like sometimes I say things and I'm like, that's not what I wanted to say, but it's raw, baby. So we keep talking. The intention of this, actually, it was birthed of the plan, the idea. Man, I'm stuttering a lot. Oh, it's okay. To get better at talking in front of the camera because it's something that I feel a little bit shy with, you know? It feels, yeah, it feels weird to chat in front of the camera. Side note, sorry about all of the roosters. It's just gonna be a part of it. And also it might be a little dark. I don't really know how the lighting is. I'm wearing this black ass t-shirt, so I'm fidgeting too. I like to have a fidget thing in my hand, and it's a flower today. It's so pretty. But yeah, so helping me get more comfortable with talking in front of a camera, and it's working. This is a fucking mosquito, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Bro, mosquitoes are like the one thing I don't fuck with. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Okay. Um, this feels chaotic already. Uh, yes. So, anyways, let's move on from the intention of this. How am I feeling? I am feeling quite well, but also a little bit scattered, a little bit antsy, kind of like restless. Less so than yesterday, because yesterday I was definitely feeling more restless, just like yeah, unsettled, I guess. And today a little bit more chillin', but still subtly there. And I think something weird's going on in my gut, honestly, because my stomach's feeling a little bit funky. So perhaps that's contributing to it. What came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know, but yeah. But that's how I am. That's my check-in, and yeah, I feel like yeah, I'm in this in between phase right now. So more context, I'm nomadic right now. I'm traveling right now. I'm in Indonesia, in Bali, and I've been staying at this space in mostly near solitude for 2 months, almost, and I'm nearing the end of 2 months of kind of solitude. I'll explain the kind of in a moment here. So I feel that that kind of makes sense. The antsiness, it's like, yeah, it's been about 2 months of, yeah, just me. And I say like kind of because I have left like a little bit here and there to get groceries. And then like a week ago, I went on 2 short little trips to go like explore some parts of the island. But still kind of doing it in solitude, I guess, because it's just me. Like I've just been hanging out with myself. Well, I did meet up with one friend briefly. But anyways, blah, 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 blah. I've been mostly in solitude, so I think I'm getting a little antsy. Like I want to like enter the world again, and I'm about to. So, oh, the dog's barking. Oh well, shit. I'm about to. So in a few days here, like 4 days maybe, I'm gonna be moving to another part of the island. Still not a lot of people, but way less than solitude than where I am. Like right now, it's just me, you know. And then there's like a little town nearby, but it's yeah, it's no tourists, just local people. People don't speak English, and I just honestly haven't been leaving my house much anyways. So I've been like working on creative projects, just locking in on a lot of things. And it's been good. The solitude has been really nice. I feel like it's what something in me was asking for this, and now something in me is ready to like emerge from my cocoon. But yeah, so I'm moving to another part of the island, and I'm gonna be there for a few weeks, and then I'm decided to move back to Colorado, the United States, and go back to college and buy a van. And there's just so much transition approaching, so much change that I feel I'm just a little like I'm in this between yeah. So just trying to stay a bit more present. I definitely have been more present today, because yesterday I was like, just my mind going to the future, like kind of planning like how, like what I'm gonna do to set my van up, things I need to get done, like da 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 da. I am a planner, bro. Like honestly, I really fucking love organizing and like configuring things. I know it sounds weird, but it's something I like doing. But then also it's like I feel like it's like a way that my mind can like escape where I am, where it's like I'm in the future. Like it's useful, don't get me wrong, it's very useful, but when it's used in excess, it's not necessary, then it's like, what are you doing here? Escaping a little bit, perhaps. So anyways, long rambles, so many rambles today. That is a little context. So yeah, I'm new in the solitude and just feel a little antsy, bruh. Feeling a little antsy. I'm like ready to come out the cocoon. And I'm like pushing against the cocoon, but it's not breaking yet. And I'm like, shit, man, shit. Let me be free, I wanna fly. But there's still time, I'm here. So, yeah. And then some things I've been reflecting on. So, two things. First, we'll start here. This kind of feels like a therapy session. For one, yesterday more so, a bit today, kind of just feeling like maybe I'm like creating too much. Like, is that possible to create too much? Because we're always creating in a way. But I mean like posting too much on YouTube, I guess. Like I've been sharing 3 videos a week on YouTube, which is kind of a lot, honestly. And yeah, part of me is like, should I just be a bit more like refined and slow and intentional with what I'm sharing? Not that I'm not being intentional in ways, but I just feel like maybe I could be a bit more refined with it, and pour my energy more into like 1 project a week or 2 projects, and really hone in on like making them like real pristine, Yeah, I also feel like that might be a little bit of a lingering mindset from like feeling a bit perfectionistic, I guess, because yeah, I just kind of feel like when I'm in these like antsier spaces, I notice myself comparing like where I'm at, like my creative process and like my creations and different things to like other people's processes, and just yeah, I guess feeling like I'm not where I want to be, and that maybe yeah, I'm not sure, but I do feel like yesterday I was more feeling this and overwhelmed because I just had so much, like I've been filming and I just have so many like projects that I want to work on, and they're just like all scattered on my drive, unorganized, and I just have stuff that's been backing up and I haven't got to it. And then I was like looking at how much I need to do, and then just feeling overwhelmed by like the immensity of it and not doing any of it because it's overwhelmed. But today I have a bit reluctantly, I will say, finally organized my drive and like have gone through stuff and like have cleaned up some files and organized and did the thing that I always dread doing. I really just don't like cleaning my drives and my phone, but it's such a necessary task. And thankfully I've gotten better at it though, because around Christmas time, like 7 months ago, I just locked in. I spent like a fucking week spending a ridiculous amount of time cleaning up my fucking phone and photos, because I had like fucking like 20,000 pictures and videos just from years and years of just not cleaning it. Like honestly messy as fuck, like screenshots of shit and the like what just all over, never deleting stuff. So I spent so much time doing it, and then I was like, I put all this energy into cleaning, like I need to stay on top of it. So I set intention for myself. I try to. I haven't been so perfect with it, but like at the end of every week to like go through and organize stuff. And this last time I haven't done it in like 2 weeks. So I think it's honestly a really good thing. It's like if you keep your bedroom clean, you know, when you keep your space clean. I know for me, when I keep my home space clean, like it helps my mental space so much. So it's like I need to keep my digital space clean too, especially now that I'm like actually like showing up and creating in the digital world more, because before I wasn't. And yeah, so anyways, I was feeling overwhelmed, and now I've been honing in a little bit better. But still contemplating this a bit. Like, yeah, maybe I am posting a little bit too much. Should I be a bit more discerning with what I'm sharing on here? Like, is this necessary? But like I said, circling back to the intention of like these videos, the intention in and of itself was just to practice, to get myself better at expressing and sharing. And yeah, so I feel like these are serving their purpose. They're helping me, and I do feel like I've been getting better at it. So I don't know, will I keep these stream of consciousnesses up? I mean, keep them posted probably for a bit, but will I keep doing them? I kind of want to, honestly. I kind of want to. So as long as I have that drive and that want, I will keep doing it. But if something shifts, I will listen. But when I go back to Colorado, I'm going to be getting a job and in school and having an internship and doing this because this is very important to me. This is priority. But yeah, the amount of videos that I post may change. So we'll see. So yeah, just been kind of contemplating that a bit. And then also, yeah, I was just like, as I was like cleaning up my files, I was like editing some older projects that I had, like some video dancing video. Like I've gotten more in the habit of filming myself dancing, which I'm happy that I'm finally doing, because for so long I just didn't, you know, and now I'm like, okay, like I'd be so resistant, and I'm like, I don't want to get the camera out, and I'm like, bro, just get the camera out and just do your dance. It does still feel weird, like talking, like it's like I feel it's the energy shifts. I allow the energy shift. Something shifts when I know there's a camera on me and I'm dancing, and I'm like, oh, I feel vulnerable. I feel seen, you know? But yeah, I've been filming it, and I'm like, I need to do something with these and like actually go through them and, you know, take out clips, maybe post some, share some. And some of the, recently I started filming some of me doing some belly dancing. And this is an edge for me, okay? So I've been training belly dance. I started like really diving in like 6 months ago. I haven't been 100% consistent with it, but I've been pretty consistent. And especially lately, I've been like, since I've been here, training a lot. Yeah, I'm still not where I want to be. You know how that goes. I'm sure we all get it. You know, the perfectionism, it's like, we'll never actually be where we want to be in a way if we're striving for this perfect thing, especially expecting ourselves to be perfect at the beginning stages of something, because still 6 months in is still very new to learning. And And yeah, so when I rewatch the videos, I just can see, I'm like, shit, like the way in which I'm like not as like smooth with the moves, you know, and like my arms, like they float down and they're not like up. And I just notice all the little details. And so I really like free flow dancing, like improv, just like fucking floating around and stuff. And I'm more comfortable with that. I've shared some of that on Instagram and stuff, and I feel much more comfortable sharing that and filming that. And it's funny because I feel like sometimes we all have our differences, and some people like improv is so hard for them, and for me, choreography and doing like moves that are supposed to look a certain way is way more hard for me, honestly. And because I feel like it triggers my perfectionism. Like, I don't want to say my perfectionism. I'll say it triggers the experience of perfectionism. I know I'm being specific with words, but words are spells, okay, bro? Um, I'm just laughing because after I said words are spells, bro, I said bro, and I was thinking, I'm like, I wonder what witches use the word bro after they cast a spell. And I was thinking about this, like, making a spell and saying bro. Anyways, um, yeah, so what we're talking about, perfectionism with, yeah, so choreography and then, yeah, things that are supposed to look a certain way. It's harder because, yeah, improv, I feel less perfectionistic because I can just fucking float and do whatever my body does. And it's not supposed to look a certain way. So it's like if I rewatch it, I can't be like, I mean, I guess you can, I would say, but for me, I don't look at it. I tend to not look at it and I'm like, oh, that didn't look right because I'm like, there's no right. I'm just fucking free flowing. Like, there's no right. There's no specific structure that I need to fit into. Yet, yet I recognize how that's my comfort zone. How improv is like straight up my comfort zone. And I do realize too, as I've been filming myself and just getting more in touch with myself, I'm just like, I do have a comfort zone with improv, and then also just like the way my body moves, which, side note, I do think we all have certain tendencies towards things, and there's like, we all have our own like signature in the way we walk, the way we move, and my style of dance is definitely unique to me. And just making sure that microphone's still on. I don't need to change the way I dance because I do still think like I have a very like flowy, like I kind of like when I dance, like I just like to just like kind of like eliminate my spine. I don't even know, just like a fucking, it's like watery, like weird, like goopy, like I don't know, bro. Like this type of shit. I also like to fall a lot, like to just and then catch myself, like when I don't think I'm gonna catch myself. Like just, these are some things I enjoy when it comes to dance. So yes, these are things I don't think I need to get rid of. Like these are unique parts of my expression. It's beautiful. Yet I also think that I'm in my comfort zone a bit. And I could step outside of that a wee bit, you know? And yeah, really push my edges and do some choreography more. And yeah. And so that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be leaning more into choreography and really just trying to train these specific moves and belly dance, just keep training them. And yeah, when it comes to sharing them, like I feel more apt to share my free flow than I do with these belly dance moves because I have these clips and I'm like, bro, they're not clean. They're not, you know, I don't want to share them. And yeah, so I'm gonna sit with it. I might still share them, but I don't know. Maybe I'll wait and train a bit more. I am planning on, like, I created this like choreo to the song that I like, and I really just need to train it, and I want to film it, and I want to post it and do that soon here. Oh god, there's a little fly on there. But I've been I feel like I've been slightly avoiding it. Honestly, I haven't been doing it. I put it on my to-do list the past like few days and I just like keep not doing it. I'm like, shit, bro. Shit. We gotta do this. Let's just do it. Yeah, so I just noticed resistance. The areas I have resistance in are the spaces that I need to lean into a little bit more, you know? And then also, I notice it's really interesting filming yourself and watching it. I recommend it. I think it's a really cool tool for self growth, for self reflection, talking, whether it be talking, dancing, you know, whatever, but specifically talking about dancing. I noticed that when I dance, I just like, I move so fast, I feel like, which makes sense in reflection to like my own being. Because wait, side note, I think when you're reflecting on things, like, what's the quote? It's like, the way we do one thing is the way we do everything. I don't know if that necessarily needs to apply in such a black and white way, but more so saying like we can notice certain patterns that we have in, like, let's say dance, like I'm talking about, and see how that ripples out into like deeper, like more emotional or energetic or just like other ways I show up in the world. And yeah, so yeah, I see myself moving really fast, which I feel like I tend to do that. To be honest with you, I'm a little bit restless, fidgety person. Like I tend to like move around. Like before I go to bed, I have a hard time like staying still when I go to fall asleep. Like I don't feel like my thoughts are necessarily racing as much. It's more so like my body's like, you know, and yeah, I can be a bit of a fidgety person. I like to like do shit. Like I'm working on projects, getting shit done, and I see that similar energy in my dance of just like moving really fast and like not necessarily like sticking with something as long as I think that it would be supportive for me to do so. Like when I'm doing a certain move, I like watching it and just in reflection, I could see how I could like stay with that and have some slowness and like, you know, like move with it a bit and then keep going with the motion of it and flowing instead of just like kind of moving fast and then onto a whole different pattern, onto a whole different like track. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's super helpful to reflect on our behaviors, and I don't need to like shame myself for having these behaviors, but just to notice. I'm like, okay, I see this, and I can see how I do this in other things. Like, yeah, I just spent a lot of my life, I feel like, bouncing around from one hobby to another, from one thing, and having a hard time sticking with things, you know? Just like, onto this, onto this, onto this, new. And I'm like, man, I really want some like commitment, some depth, some sinking into these things. And I could see that in my dance style and in my life. Not to say that I'm like completely not good with sinking into things, because I do see some things like, you know, like stretching, like flexibility has been something I've been doing consistently for 7 years. And, you know, there's different things like reading, studying, like stuff. This I've been consistent with for like 6, 7 months. Like I do have my areas of depth, but I also have my areas of just being a fidgety ass motherfucker, moving, grooving, and it's just like, baby girl, slow down. And so I think introducing some slowness, some structure, some, you know, this would, I guess, wait a minute, I'm like saying slowness and I'm like moving, but it's like, I don't know what that motion was. I was trying to like some rhythm. I don't know. Anyways, I think that would be supportive, and that is just making sure. Okay, we're still rolling. I think that's what this next chapter is coming up with. Hopefully, because I honestly have been also like in my world on the go a lot because, bro, like 3, 4 years ago, I don't know. I'm gonna loosely say time frames. I like moved from Colorado to Hawaii. I was living there in a home space for like 8 months. Then I moved to another place for 3 months. And then I like lived in my vehicle for a little bit. And then I moved to Maui. And then I lived at one space for like 2 to 3 months. And then I was like in another space for like 3 months. And then I moved back to Colorado for like, I don't know, like 6 months. And then I recently went nomadic, and I've just been bouncing around, and there's so many more details I'm leaving out, but there's just been like so much moving. And I'm thinking maybe I should chill a little bit. Maybe it'd be good for me. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm about, as I already explained, I'm going back to Colorado and going to school. So that is like a commitment I'm locking into. I already started my master's program a long while back. I've taken a 5-year hiatus and now I'm returning. And I have 2 more years to finish it out. And then after that, I also need to do like licensure and stuff, which takes like a year or 2. So, which I could still travel a little bit with that. But anyways, we're gonna lock in for like 2 years. So at least 2 years in the same space. Despite I will be living in a van for a while. It will get cold in Colorado, so I will need to get it home at some point. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stay put and start putting some roots in around a little bit. Will I live in Colorado forever? I don't know. I keep saying that I'm not gonna live there, and I keep moving away and coming back. And it's funny because I was like talking, many people have told me that there's like this, they call it like the Niawak curse, which is like, yeah, like the indigenous people that lived in that area, and like then were Niwot, and like people say like, oh, once you leave you always come back. I don't know if that's actually a thing. I think people were joking, but like I've heard so many people say that, and it's like, bro, I keep coming back. I keep coming back, and I keep thinking I'm not gonna come back, but I do. But I motherfucking do. So we'll see. We'll fucking see. Yeah, so that's kind of that. I think I'm gonna be wrapping this video up now. Well, look at the reflection. Dude, I love this spot because like, look at the green, you can see. I really want to like film videos with the beautiful lush green behind me, but then the lighting doesn't work, and then I'm just like completely pitch black, so you're gonna have to get the reflection of it. But yeah, wow, it's gonna start raining, and I'm really glad I didn't go because I was like kind of feeling antsy, and I was thinking it's like 30 minutes away, but I was like gonna go to like Kintamani, which is this beautiful town by the volcano, like one last time, and go there and eat dinner maybe. I was thinking about possibly doing that, but it does look like it's gonna rain, and driving on the motorbike in the rain is so not fun, bro. I've done it a few times, and it's like, it's rough because it can be cold and the rain's like pelting you, and you're just like, fuck, it's like raining hard. But you know, it's okay. I'm find my way. I'll make my way. But now it's okay. I'm cozy at home, and I'm gonna go make some dinner right now. But yeah, this is my stream of consciousness episode, like fucking like 7, bro. 7 of these. Crazy business. Yeah, these are like one of my favorite ones to film. As it's funny, this is the theme, bro. This is the theme where I keep saying I really like free flow dance, and like this is like free flow, you know? And it's also like minimal effort because I'm just like, well, it's like the effort, it gets me, I have to like talk in front of a camera. Like that is the edge. But then I don't know, edit it and just post it. And then, okay, one last thing. I was also thinking in reflection of like me liking like the free flow stuff, like in relation to like me been kind of like, yeah, just traveling around and floating so much in my life. I think that like, yeah, similar to like how having like choreography structure, like more form, how that would be supportive in dance. I think, yeah, just in life, like committing to some things a bit more and solidifying stuff. Not that anything's ever like fully 100% solid because everything's impermanent and changing, but you know what I mean. Okay, anyways, we are hitting the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to end this now. Thanks for watching this. If you actually watched all the way to the end, I don't think anybody actually watches these to the end. I'd be fucking shocked if you did. That's cool shit. Thank you. If you actually watched this to the end, let me know. Like, I'm not even trying to like siphon your comment by saying that. I just genuinely am curious. That would be wild to me, bro. Much thanks. Even if you skipped ahead, it's okay. Thank you. But yeah, I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day. Here is a flower for you, my friend. Enjoy. Enjoy your life. Blessings, blessings.